Alright, on page 235 we're going over clauses some more. Okay? If you need a refresher, look at the grammar help video. Okay, clauses. A clause is a group of words with a subject and a predicate. If a clause can stand alone as a sentence, it is an independent clause. A dependent clause cannot stand alone, meaning it cannot be a sentence. Many dependent clauses begin with transition words such as before, after, since, because, who, whose, that, or which. Okay? Dependent clause, since they had no water for crops. Okay, this doesn't make sense. It cannot stand alone. It would need more words to make it a complete sentence. That's why it's a dependent clause. Look at an independent clause. They had to leave the ranch. Okay, this could stand on its own. If we put them together, since they had no water for crops, they had to leave the ranch. This now becomes a complete sentence. The dependent clause needed this clause to make it a complete sentence. Here we have independent clause. Chavez was the leader. You could put a period right there and that would be a sentence. The dependent clause, that the workers chose. That doesn't make any sense on its own. It depends on this to make sense. Chavez was the leader that the workers chose. So, down here you're going to underline the dependent clause. And remember, our clue words are right here. You're going to underline the dependent clause in each sentence. Circle the transition word. That would be these. Okay? These are our transition words that introduces the dependent clause. Okay? So, after they worked long hours, migrant workers had little to eat. Okay, I remember from my list up here that after, right there, is one of those transition words. And it says here that I'm supposed to circle transition words. So I'm going to circle after. After they work long hours. So my dependent clause goes all the way to the comma. After they worked long hours. After is my transition word. And I can check that because what's left should be an independent clause. Migrant workers had little to eat. That could be a complete sentence on its own. So this is my dependent clause. Okay? Make sure you refer back to this list frequently. If you have trouble understanding the words or need help pronunciating them, come and see me. It's your turn.